Okay, here we go. We are live. So that's that. Hello everyone and welcome back to another stream with me, the Brummy Gamer, aka Memes of KCD. First stream as a affiliated channel. So that's, well, I'm rather proud of myself actually. So yeah, it should be good. So yes folks, I am back with more KCD 2. I didn't do a stream yesterday because unfortunately I had a bit of a migraine, so that was bad. But I'm back now, and right now we are going to talk to Sir... what's his name? Jan Ziska. I don't think he's a Sir though. So without further ado, let's get into it. There we go. Let's just test this. Okay. So my chat's working then. So I've had to re-sign into my Twitch through OBS since I've just, well, I've finally become affiliated, so let's see how this is doing. Right, so shall we wait all night? Wait all night. Let's see what like in the morning. So I definitely need to get a bite to eat. Don't want Henry going hungry. Let's have a look at him. Let's get a wash. There we go.
Hi, lots of people.
Eat from the pot.
You're up early. What'll it be?
Show me your wares.
Just want to buy some food off you.
Thank you. And take care.
And take care. Okay, there we go.
Oh well. Now just this.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the
Eric's
town
soldiers.
torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck. Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next. But first, there's something I need to clear up with you. I sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's camp, but I hear the two of you are trying to solve some murders in Kuttenberg. Should I tell her to go back to the city? Or are you two gonna drop the murder investigation?
Those poor girls deserve justice.
I do deserve justice.
I'm definitely gonna need Catherine's help in the city.
All right, but make it quick.
Let's go to Kuttenberg. Just to go, now I've got somewhere to stay. Oh, she's coming.
My God, what's taking so long?
Ah, Catherine.
I want to ask about a few more things.
But of course,
Why did you ask me in particular for help?
because you're the only one I know here.
Aha.
But don't take it the wrong way. I'm actually glad it's you. You're pretty reliable. Not even Zhishka would be of much help to me here.
Janziska.
Thanks. I know all there is to know. I'm going to that graveyard.
Welcome if you're just tuning in. We are playing more KCD 2. And we are going to investigate someone's grave, I think.
Sorry.
Well, fucking move out the way then, you pillock. Honestly, people in Kuttenberg are so rude on this. Walk in front of you. And, well, he said sorry, admittedly, but just don't walk in front of Henry. He's very busy. What's happening there? You alright, pal? You alright, mate? Look at this. Look at that. Oh, this game's fun, ain't it? Never a dull moment. Sometimes. Oh, the sun's gone in. Do 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 do. Oh, there's the baker. Oh, there's the shit house and the piss house. I'm in someone's garden now, so I'm gonna have to leave. Well, I'm not trespassing, thankfully. It's not showing up on there that I'm trespassing. Good heavens. What a bloody clap of thunder that was. Hello.
So,
Look at the state
see
of
what we
that.
have here. My God,
What?
someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. What did he do with it all afterwards? Did he really keep all the pieces?
Sort of Jack the bloody
Nobody
Ripper,
could be
this,
that
isn't it?
thick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. Don't even know what colour it was. Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy? Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. It looks like her attacker would. If he'd had a weapon, she'd have cuts on her hand. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her
Strangled
neck.
her?
Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they aren't by the body. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning?
Who knows?
Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her.
Hey, Sniper, thank you for the follow. Let's check.
Good day. What would you like?
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do.
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you
Greetings,
need?
Henry.
That dead girl you have in the morgue. Alice.
You've seen her? Poor thing. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Do you know anything about her?
She's gone to meet her maker. What more do you want to know? You want to take away a piece of her? Well, you can't. Not a hair off her head, a bloody scrap of cloth, or a thumb. You hear?
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
I'm worried something might happen to my friend.
That's true. She wasn't the first, and we can only pray that she'll be the last. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. But I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere?
Lumia.
Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in court.
I see.
Good
There's been
grief.
one every few weeks for the past year.
Bloody Thor's mighty hammer, that was.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
What do you want
Look
to
for
do
clues.
there?
Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you.
It's worth a try.
It's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the hole in the wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle. Though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church.
Bohemia
You
Street.
won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly
Not
why,
bad a bit the
though.
bailiffs.
Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I can find
Barbara.
her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses. So either there
Ooh,
or in the
burgers.
morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
Farewell, my friend.
Oh, thank you very much, Cop. You've been a great help.
Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice,
Alice.
I.
Hi.
She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
Oh, I'm
Trying to
horrible,
find out who
I
did
know.
this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Go after my friend.
Oh, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
He couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumiere.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Well, sorry, folks. Me boy was caught in me chair.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely. But she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day she just didn't come home. And then they found her. Like this.
It's awful what they did to her.
She was such a pretty girl. And that beautiful brown hair of hers. And it
Poor
didn't
girl.
even leave that untouched. Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
Right. Lady, now some of these doors aren't accessible.
Blessings to you.
Yeah, you having a leak, mate?
Lumiere?
Oh. Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind... This should sober him. Oh, no.
Oh.
Bloody hell. It cost me money, this is, pal. Look at him running around like a headless chicken.
How are things at home? Calm down.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of Willkommen.
Afternoon, good.
Was wünschst du?
What do you have for sale?
What have you got for sale? Have you got? Beer, shop.
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
Onions, strong onions, white, yellow, and red. The best on the market.
Quality goods.
Lumiere? Oh. He's still This should sober... Here.
That's it, get it down, yeah.
Who... What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want
That
from
potion
me?
cost
I'm
me
trying to find out
groschen.
who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the rat house? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the madman.
Lumi the madman.
Oh, you don't look crazy.
Yeah. But I am. I see things in my head that aren't real. And then I point my finger at the wrong people. I'm the biggest madman in Kuttenberg.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be.
Leave it be.
You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls.
Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I need to know the truth. To find the one responsible.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, lad. But it's no use. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Because I know people. And can, in the end, they spill their guts.
I can't say you were very...
Because I'm stubborn.
You think that will...
If not, I'd have been...
Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice.
Her name was
She worked
Alice.
as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls, Stanya and Zdena.
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor, and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. A murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
The
You said her
whole.
body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its
Hole.
own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this mole in the hole.
Yeah, he still runs the place.
Where's
And
them?
what about that Zdena?
Still.
You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other 2 victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those 2 dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4, the most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall.
The Hole?
Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now, also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Excellent. Right, I suppose I better nip over there and see what's going on.
You
Blessings.
wouldn't believe how small a big house can feel sometimes. They had nowhere else to go.
Good day to you.
Good
What do you
day
want
to
from
you.
me?
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry. And I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
We have to stop the kid.
Somebody is murdering maids here. We have to put an end to it.
Yes, but those poor souls are already at God's side. And revenge never...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing. That's a better reason, isn't it?
True enough. What do you need to know?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka.
Yaka.
She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Groll family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
Excuse me.
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of
William.
Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
You raised her.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
What does a priest know about children?
Yes. And what does a yokel know about decency? A true mystery.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
Why don't you respect Lumia?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
Come on, this is a really important matter. You can trust me.
That's just what a person I shouldn't.
Come now,
Those who...
Fine. I've heard enough, Father.
Son, I'll give you some good advice. Don't listen to Lumia. That man has gone completely mad.
I would like to
I'm tempted to ban...
Maybe some other time.
Don't delay too long. Till we meet again.
Excuse me.
Move out the bloody way then. Idiot.
Come and take a gander. We've got it all.
Expensive,
Apologies
but
if you
high
can hear any
quality.
background noise.
You won't believe this.
It happens.
The whole village burnt to the ground. Hell on earth.
What's the hold-up, innkeeper? Greetings to you.
Alright.
God bless. And with
The
you?
tavern called the Hole.
A jug of wine, thanks.
And keep a mole at the hole.
What are you here for, friend?
Is it true you hold fights here?
No bloody... What we do here has nothing to do with fighting. Teeth fly in all directions. Bones crack. Blood flows. It's a bloodbath. It's not... How can I help?
Did Estanya work here?
Stanya? Maybe. It
Stanya.
depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main thing is whether it's a good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you, Henry?
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to...
Depends if they're loyal to you.
Trust is all important. So, what'll it be?
I'll have something to drink.
Something? That'll be ale then.
I want to know if Stanya worked here.
She did. And she don't know more.
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya
emptied out.
gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer. Or is it...
What?
If you want to ask, you
You're quite the...
I prefer to be called an... So, what'll it...
I'm getting tired of this. Now you're gonna spill it.
All right.
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour, and you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the Miners' Tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up here, too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what, like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer. Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean, more intimately.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had 2 close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared. And she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained.
There's been
There was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
That's all I need to know.
Well, we want another.
Are you Sternad? The one that went with Zdenna?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. You won't get any. All you're gonna get here is.
Why so rash? That kind of attitude. Let's make a deal. You tell me everything.
Do you take me for a complete chump?
I'm here incognito.
Oh shit! I'll get you. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp. Did you see that coming, eh? Take that! I'm all yours.
Hang him!
Beat you to a bloody pulp. Show what you're made of. Let's see what you're made of, you bastard. There's no escape! Useless! Enough! I give up!
Well, had enough.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell do you want from me?
Talk! Where's Denna?
The last time I saw her, it's a long time ago, she scored big. Everyone was fucking jealous. She just needed to pawn it off.
And where did she go with her loot? Do you know?
Well, she had some kind of arrangement with this fella called Pint from the mill. The one called Rabstein. She always took the stuff to him.
Do you remember what she managed to steal?
Mainly jewels. Gold and silver. No bloody pewter. She had some fucking huge golden signet ring. A bloke could fuck for a whole month with something like that.
Do you know whose crest was on it?
I don't know. I'm no expert. But it were bloody expensive, that's for sure.
Do you know who she took it off?
She always said she found it on the street. That's because if the wrong ears hear it, you can end up in the shit. Or on the gallows, even.
Did she hang out with any men?
She liked to hang around with that crooner that plays for the miners in that tavern of theirs. Made him sing songs and that. Oh, and once she got in a quarrel with that fucking priest Prokop. That was a laugh.
Could she have run away with that bard?
I doubt it. He was a bit of a milksop. He tried to be all mysterious and play the tough fella, but you could see he was lying. And Zdenna could see right through him, I bet.
Why do you think so?
Because he was getting on my nerves, so I cornered him in a dark alley one time. He ran away so fast, I bet he shit himself.
And what about this priest?
I don't know. He was blabbering some shit about finding her a job, only she didn't want it.
Amen to you.
Greetings.
You're quite hungry.
Hail.
Yeah, I'm on. Oh, what a big city Kuttenberg is. Makes Rattay look like a village.
Cheers! I'll drink to that.
It's William, right?
It's William, right?
I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry. And no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
You don't need to. I can go and chat with the guards instead.
What?
Seriously.
That's not possible, I just...
What?
Look.
Lay the groundwork.
Well, are you
Ready for it?
Who? Me? Always.
Then the question is, where's the problem?
There is no problem. You think I have a problem?
Well,
Careful.
not shagging her, that's the problem.
For fuck's sake. Get your own woman, then you can talk.
I do shag.
God bless.
I don't question him then if he won't help me. Welcome if you're just tuning in. We are playing more KCD 2. And do a side quest.
Greetings. God bless you.
God bless you.
Good day.
Go! Go! Ka!
Whoa! Whoa!
Go! Quick! Go!
Good day.
What brings you here, sir?
Are you Pint?
Pint?
I am.
I love a pint.
Why?
I'm looking for
A
his
bitter.
dinner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Sternard said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
Actually, I don't really know him that well. But he's the only one I know who knew Denner.
Hello.
And he sent me to you.
Well, if he told you that, I reckon it's all right. He's not much of a traitorous rat, I reckon.
I wouldn't entirely count on that. So you knew Denner? Can you tell me something about her?
I know Denner all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her?
I'm looking for her... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Kurva.
Kurva.
What can you tell me about Zdena?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternad was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go wherever she wanted, to Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewellery, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No. I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Dana was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Zdena thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
And could it have been Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was seeing.
I don't know about that. I don't remember her mentioning nobody by that name.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't. Farewell.
I wanted to ask...
Ask away.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford.
I hope you don't. Farewell.
What's that?
Quick! 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 Ka! Ja! Quick! 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 Ja! 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 Go! Quick! Go!
Whoa! Whoa! That has to be that ford Point was talking about. I should take a look around here.
Always save. Welcome if you're just new and tuning in. I'm currently doing a side quest investigating the murder of a few women in Kuttenberg. Having plenty of fun with this one. Ish.
This must be that basket of silver Zdena was carrying with her. She wouldn't have just left that here. But where did it come from? Maybe it rolled down the hill?
food. It'll be easy to see then. And then I can go back to Cuttenberg and get a good night's skip. Oh shit.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now. But it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand? Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. How did it get inside her?
Oh.
Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well,
Ollie.
that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise. And that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks. But that ring is a good lead.
Wolves. Oh, my guardian angels here. The real devil, I knew you'd come.
Haben Sie es einfach.
I knew you'd come. I've just been sat here for the past hour and 17 minutes crying. My guardian angel's not here yet. Oh no, I'm silly. I am. But it's good to see how you're doing. Ooh, I say, I wish to use some of your services.
Brothers in Christ! Bloody, don't think I can't see you.
You can talk to me, I want a bath.
Fame has attracted many scholars, with many aspiring to the office of parish priest. But since silver made the city rich, the townsfolk have become unwilling to share with...
Stay Oh, you've been busy. Oh well. Nothing too stressful, I hope.
Just watch where you go. Good day.
My body.
What'll it be this?
I've got a few.
Excellent.
Oh, glad.
Excellent.
Excellent. Excellent.
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend.
Oh, thank you.
Pardon me.
Move out the bloody way. Oh, what's that for? Is that like uni or college? Skill? Any other boring shite? Where's my horsey?
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Quick.
Oh, right, okay. Is that your work, is it?
Go. Go. I'll go crazy. Quick. Go. Go. Ka!
Whoa!
Oh, they're all down the pub, are they?
I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that.
Oh, look at you then. Who's the thorn man? Is it you? No, it's not you. Is it you? Is it?
Are you the foreman?
If you're here for charcoal...
I'm not here about charcoal. I'm looking for Stanley, an alehouse maid from Kuttenberg.
Aha!
An alehouse maid from Kuttenberg.
Here?
I heard she was consorting with some charcoal burner here.
Well, I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, blimey. Hello, Paulina. How you doing? I'm doing the what's it called? I'll have to get it journal. The Fifth Commandment. So basically, here I'm getting some information about murders that have happened in Kuttenberg, and at the moment I'm looking for someone called Barton. So I'm just going around a few of the lads and seeing who's gonna talk. But someone's gotta talk. I need my information. Yeah, he stopped yesterday evening, thankfully. It was just horrible. I mean, I'm not used to migraines. I woke up with it. It just felt like, you know, when you get those tired headaches, you know, and then I took some painkillers and then it just like wouldn't shift it. I just felt like loopy all day. It was horrible. So I thought, oh, I ain't doing a stream tonight if I'm like this, especially like staring at a screen. Maybe it's this that's giving me headaches. Maybe it's you, lot. No, I'm joking, but yeah, it weren't nice at all. So, there you are, you bald-headed bastard.
I'm looking for someone named
So yeah,
Stania.
we weren't nice.
You're in a shop,
but I'm okay now. Thank you for
What
your
would a
concern.
woman be doing here? But you know Stania, don't you?
Aye.
Appreciate it.
Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried
Yeah,
to
it
kill
is.
this Stania.
That's true.
Especially
Told
when
me
I'm
something
trying to
like
get
that.
stuff done
That was
as
a long
well.
time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that killer?
I wouldn't be foolishly asking around for her then, would I?
Why not? How else would you find her?
I'd sneak into your house to see if she was there, perchance.
You can forget about that, you snoop.
You asked what else I'd do.
It seems to me you've got this all so it's time for you to go, lad. Until we meet again. I'm sorry.
Greetings to you, sir.
One beer!
Ah.
Go! Quick! Die!
Oh, back.
Die! Die! Quick! Go! Quick! Quick! Go! Quick! Ka!
Whoops. That's going to give Henry headache now. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking for some...
You're in a...
But you know...
Aye.
I'm looking for the...
That's true. She told...
So you don't know what...
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know...
Lumir himself, the Kuttenberg bailiff...
Well, I remember Lumir.
But what?
I don't much believe he'd send the likes of you...
Why?
Take a look at yourself.
You can't be serious.
I can't see a single reason why I should trust you. Till we meet again.
Going like a bucket of cold sick, innit? Well, you won't talk to me now. No, look here. You gonna...
I need to ask you something.
If you're here for charcoal...
I'm not here about charcoal.
Aha. And...
I heard she was consorting with some...
Well, I don't know.
I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that. Ask the foreman. You'll find him around.
You know. Lazy fuckers don't want to speak to me. There's going to be some dumb shithead round here who wants to speak. Who is that? Where's this bleeding foreman? Is it you? Aha! It's you, innit?
Greetings to you.
You're gonna speak, and you're gonna give me answers.
My back.
Who's a bleeding foreman? Is he in there?
What brings you?
Greetings to you.
Let's try this. Right then, kids, who's in here? Ah, I know. They'll all gather around the fire, won't they, after a hard day's work, having a pint and a sing-song? Let's try this again, shall we?
Praise God.
Oh dear.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me?
Let's try this again.
I'm looking for some...
You're in a charcoal camp, fella.
But you know, Stan.
Aye.
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that some...
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I...
I wouldn't be foolishly...
Why not?
I'd sneak it.
You can forget it.
You asked what...
It seems... So it's time for you to go... Till we meet again.
Right. Oh, go on, please. I haven't seen it. I had bacon for lunch, so I'm absolutely spitting feathers here. Refreshing. Oh, I dropped it. Oh. Hey. Time Vincent.
Again. Talking to?
My followers. Oh, look, is it?
Praise God.
Praise God to you too, son.
I apologize.
Oh, you're going for a crap, love. Oh no, you're just getting your broom.
Did you see that craftsman woman showing off in her new
Cheers.
shirt? You my ass. She made it out of old quilt covers, I can tell. She doesn't half fancy her.
Oh,
Acting all high
really,
and
it's a
mighty
spot that
while
does.
her old man spends all their money on drink. Even
Oh, thank you for coming. Always a pleasure, always welcome. Come again if you can. Thank you for the pleasure of your company.
They'll get their comeuppance, you'll see.
And enjoy the rest of your day.
But it cost me
All the money my pa left me. I even had to sell the ring from my mother-in-law.
I wanted to ask you about those... Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
Good.
When you learn something you've aroused...
Sugar? Oh, look at this. All these people, they've all clumbered into one. Look. Look at this. Oh, they're all bloody stuck together. Look, oh, she's off now.
Does he get it often? Nearly all the time. And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't.
Christ, pardon me.
Last chance! Fine wares! I'm sorry.
Praise the Lord.
Greetings to
Christ,
you two.
pardon me. Not bad at all.
I'm sorry.
Hey, innkeeper! That beer!
Praise God.
Praise God.
Taking their time again.
God, what's taking so long?
This all you do is just sit here boozing all day.
Hail Mary. Ah, this is the life.
Talk to me, you wanker. Oh, sod this. Just go and see Catherine, see if she can do anything. These bastards won't talk to me now. It's a bit ridiculous, this. Oh, talk to me.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Well, I've been to see Alice.
And? What did you find out?
You were right. Somebody horribly mutilated her.
Somebody horribly
How bad was
mutated her.
it?
First, somebody strangled her, and then used something sharp to disembowel her and cut off her lady bits.
Good God! Why would somebody do that? Do you think it was a warning?
Probably. But I don't know for whom.
What do you mean?
If somebody killed her and butchered her like that for tattling, then you'd think her tongue would be cut out or something, right?
That's true.
Except her tongue was there. Untouched.
So you don't think they killed her because of me?
I don't think it was because of you. I talked to Lumiere.
With whom?
Well, young maidservants have been getting murdered for some time now. And a certain Lumiere took an interest and tried to track down the killer.
Unsuccessfully, I reckon.
Aye. But I learned a lot from him.
Does he at least suspect someone?
He suggested I investigate some of the murders myself. That I might find something new.
What sort of man is he? Can we trust him?
You mean if he killed those girls himself? I don't think so. He was laid off because of it. He was actually lucky I found
Taking
him.
subscriptions now.
Otherwise
If
he probably
anybody
would have
wants
drunk
to
himself to death.
subscribe,
You know
get
what?
rid of those horrible
I'll go and
adverts.
see him too. Maybe I can get something
That
out
way
of
you
him
can
that he
see
didn't want
me
to
all the
tell you.
time without any
You want
adverts
to play a good
popping up.
old game of Bad Night and Fair Lady?
Well, you're laughing now, but you'd be surprised at how well it works.
Did you learn anything new about Alice's murder?
No, unfortunately. But I've been quite careful with my questioning. I don't want to drag anyone else into this.
Sleepy time.
Christ, pardon me.
Hmm.
Went to see him, but he threw me out. But it was just a simple misunderstanding. Bollocks, a misunderstanding. You made a fool of yourself. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Careful.
Good soul! Help
Apparently she's hiding at the camp. Don't ask me how I know that. That one was Oh, you can have a jig to this, can't you? Come on, it's Saturday. You made it. Bollocks. Wrong turn.
Blessings to you.
Oh, look, there's St. Barbara's Church.
Go, quick! God!
Steady on, bloody hell, you pissed.
God! God! Quick! Whoa, whoa.
Aha! There you are. It's about lunchtime. I should all go for the scram by then.
What?
Oh, it's tougher than like.
Hey! Get him!
I'm all yours.
You fucking coward.
A sword, eh?
Come on then!
No mercy!
You want to try me? Take that! You can't stand up to this.
Burn in hell!
Fucking hell, this guy's good for a charcoal burner.
I surrender! I surrender! Let me live!
If I were you...
Leave me alone! Get away with that weapon! You had to have done it. It's clear as day. No! You murderer! Mercy! Leave me be!
Alright, let's try this again.
Let me go!
Get go!
You'll never see... Alright, I'm leaving. I hope you keep your promise.
Let's get rid of the bodies before someone sees me. So you can move a bit quicker, please, Henry. Anything good on you? carrying a fair bit. Oh, thank you, Real Devil. You just subscribed to me. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. That's put a smile on my face. You won't regret it.
Greetings to you. What?
What's that I hear?
What's that? Huh? What the?
All right.
Can I help you?
What was that?
You can't just
There
stroll
you
around
are.
here without so much as a by your leave.
Who are you? If you came here, I'm not a...
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Don't want to hurt you.
Don't want to hurt
So,
you.
what do you want from me then?
Lumir asked me to find out what happened to you. He thought you were dead.
Lumir? From the rat house? He sent you?
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg. Lumir thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find...
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since...
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kutten.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. But I was so
My room in
scared
the hole?
there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher.
Yeah,
and
well,
was all
Barton's
bloody.
dead now, so...
He's been hiding me here since then.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did. But I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People... Well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it. And sometimes we have to be tough. Especially in a place like the hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even two. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope girls. Like who?
Truth be told, the
hole.
hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man.
but young von Groll used to go there for a while.
Is that so? Did he talk to you?
He smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back, but beyond a few groschen, there was nothing more to it. Then this thieving wench started hanging around him and... Oh, it doesn't matter. But that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing him with him.
Von Groller had a servant with him?
Aye, a pudgy fella, well-dressed, but had a mean face. He never said a word or smiled, or even said thank you.
You walked home from the baths at night?
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I went there after closing. I always
went
brought the
after
girls a pitcher
closing.
of wine or ale, and took a bath while they drank it.
Ah. So that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly, every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
Why didn't you go back to the hole?
Just to get murdered there? Are you mad? I'm never going back there. Not until they catch him.
Not until they catch him.
How are you now?
I'm still awful scared. I can't fall asleep knowing that, and I can't even really leave the house.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha. And what did he say?
He said Scheisse.
Scheisse.
German.
Couldn't it have been that innkeeper then? You yourself said he's a...
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a total bastard. All lewd remarks and groping fingers. Only when I got to my room, I could hear him snoring.
Seems you're the only one to survive. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something else about that moment, or when you were running away.
I don't know.
You were walking down the street. Did you notice...
No.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
Couldn't it have been Father Prokop?
Father Prokop? I don't know him.
No, he's pretty old. He preaches in the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul.
I don't know him. And if he's an old man, how strong could his grip really be?
I heard William liked pretending to be a spy. Do you know anything about that?
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. A stupid trick to make himself seem more interesting. Though I reckon he's more likely to attract an arse-kicking than a woman.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all. And then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed. Just for a moment. But I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip. Like a miner or swordsman.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help.
You don't need to apologise.
Thank you.
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard...
I'll stop by if I can.
Take care then.
Thank you. Oh, wait, don't worry, I'm going.
You'll wake up the whole farmstead.
Greetings. Right. Hold up. What do you want of this?
I'd like to play. What game would you like? Let's play. Let's play.
Let's play.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
Oh, we'll see about that, chum.
Have you lost your
I'm
mind?
risking it now.
You're going to lose everything.
Now I can
Oh,
die in
no.
peace. I've truly seen everything.
Innkeeper, a beer!
Aye, that'll do.
Steady on, fella. You lose everything.
Well, fuck me! I said as much.
You know what?
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes.
But you don't get it. I love you. You're my own brother.
That much, eh?
You're not my brother. More than my own wife.
All right.
But it's true. You've always
Aye, that'll do.
never betrayed me.
Of course.
What?
That's what I'm talking about. Now, that's how you have to play.
Stick together. Otherwise we're fucked.
Bring me something to eat.
I've seen people play better,
right. Fucking hell.
but never worse.
Excellent!
Now I
And the
can
money
die
goes
in
to
peace.
me.
I
Why the fuck did he beat nah, mate, bro, you're fucking beating me, you little prick.
Good day.
Excuse me?
What the fuck happened there?
God bless you.
Oh, it's pissing down again. Right. Oh no. Where's Catherine?
I've made progress with the investigation.
Wonderful. Let's hear it then.
I think it would be better if Lumir heard it too. Will you come with me?
Yes, let's go.
Well, we're here, Lumir.
How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Catherine, who do you suspect?
Well, I think it was that priest, Prokop.
That's nonsense. It couldn't have been him.
Couldn't have. Then who do you think it was?
It had to be William. Nobody else knew them all.
God, now you're talking nonsense. I'm sure William is innocent.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Yarka started working for the von Grolla family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Grolla's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
Hello.
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner. She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh?
Some blacksmiths.
According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
And me, and I'm not German.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing 2 voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop. She said no.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name, or...
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to frequent the worst tavern in Kuttenberg.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why he wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck.
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the Von Grollers.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young Von Groller fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young Von Groll?
Well, old Von Groller can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young Von Groller?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in.
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones, or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad.
Run away.
By 2 pots, I've got lots.
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes?
I've come on account of old Von Grolle. I hear he's seriously ill, so I came to offer my services as a healer.
You aren't the first. Why do you...
I'm skilled in medicinal herbs and their healing effects.
Well, I don't know if I...
Ordinary herbalist? I beg your pardon? What would apothecaries do without our herbs? Monks in the oldest monasteries in Bohemia grow all kinds...
That's true. I lived for quite some time in a monastery myself. And only the My apologies.
That's all right.
I
expect you're concerned about your master's well-being.
Come inside. But before you begin your healing, speak to the mistress of the house. Take care, friend.
I've come to treat your husband, ma'am.
Is that so? So Thaddeus has checked you out? Fine, then. Perhaps God will finally have mercy on Gotslin. You'll find him on the floor above, in the bedchamber to the... But I suppose you'll first want to learn a bit more about his illness.
Tell me all you know.
It's been a long time since Gotslin fell ill. At first, he just lost his strength and tired easily. Nobody thought it might be an illness yet. Not until the trembling came.
What trembling? Like with chills?
Not at all. At first, his hands started shaking. But over time, the shaking got worse. And he got it in his legs. And the stronger it was, the weaker my husband got. Nowadays, he can't even get out of bed. He can't talk properly either. So he spends most of his time alone. If he'd at least ask God for mercy. But that sinner is not even capable of that.
How long has he been ill, exactly?
It must be years now that he's been this bad. But his hands started to shake earlier than that. God only knows if it isn't from all that endless drinking of his.
You say he drank? Did he drink a lot?
Uncontrollably. But if only that was all.
What else? Did he eat too much meat?
Yes. Yes.
But that's not all, is it?
That's none of your business.
Well, I don't want to hear anyone's confession. But
you answered that yourself.
What else is bothering him, besides the trembling?
I don't really like talk, but... he can't defecate properly.
Damn. How is his stool when he does defecate?
Check it yourself.
What does he get to eat now? If he's constipated, that might have something to do with it.
The cook prepares his meals. You can ask her.
Do you have any idea what caused his illness?
Am I a physician?
Well, you might have some idea. Was he injured in the past? Did he lead an
That's
unhealthy
some
life?
idea. Speak.
You'll know more about these things than me.
I don't know about any old injuries, but Gotslin never lived in moderation. He drank a lot, and he burdened his soul in other ways as well.
I'll go and take a look at.
Good day.
I came to heal your master, and I'd like to know what you cooked for him.
But of course, sir. Mostly light meat, poultry and fish, and then lots of vegetables. One Sawbones already told us what the old gent should eat. But he don't eat much anyways, so it don't make no sense. He told us to give him some wine sparingly, but my mistress banned it.
Which physician treated him? Do you recall?
Some gent called Albeek from Moravia, I heard. He came, looked at the master, and then just told us what to cook for him.
And why doesn't he eat?
How should I know? He don't say a word as the day is long. He used to be very fond of chasing women and boozing, true. But at least he was always merry. Now he's just a grouch. I ain't surprised he don't like his food.
Why did she forbid him to drink?
Master used to drink a lot, and Mistress weren't too pleased about it. She says drinking is a sin, and the devil's lure.
Thanks.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Szalony kila.
I don't know yet. I'll have to see. Eyes. Almost done.
So, it's you. Aha. Damn it!
What was that sound?
Damn it!
What is this?
To be
racket
sure,
here?
I'd better look in my chests to see if anything's missing.
What's going on here? Never mind. I'm going back.
I'm a physician, and I've come to examine you, sir. Well, he really won't be telling me much. Although it does seem he knows I'm here. At first glance, he's quite thin. I know he doesn't get around much, but this is too much. But if he doesn't eat much, then it's no wonder. Sir? Sir, if not, 1, 2. Miss Tripp, I've never seen this before. His wife said I'd better take a look at it now. So, let's see what we have here. Well, that's not much, but his stool is fine otherwise. If he can't shit, the problem will be somewhere else. I won't find out, and even if I can't cure him, at least a decoction for the pain should alleviate that. But he has to start eating more. I'm sure he's not eating because he's miserable here alone. I'll give you a Here. Sip it. You know what? Here's some spirits. And not a word to your wife.
Now, you.
Sure.
Good.
And especially... I heard you didn't need to be asked twice in your day. I reckon you must really miss that. As far as I'm concerned...
Yes.
I knew it. I took one look at you and I said, I bet that you know every tavern. Your wife thinks this is all a punishment. Right? What does she know about it? A bit?
No.
But don't you worry.
Oh, bollocks, I was doing so well there.
I'll give you a... Hold on. I'll come back to...
You can't be God rest.
It's a bloody pocket.
Fresh, everything fresh.
Going now, am I? Going now.
Go and see the king. Grüß Gott.
I'll have a look.
Thank you, and take care.
Careful.
Cleaners! Wood vinegar!
A fine day.
Cottage cheese. Fresh cottage cheese.
Jesus Christ.
I'll give you a... Hold on. I'll come back to...
Oh, fucking hell, man.
I'll give you a die... Hold on. I'll come back to...
How's that not working? Bollocks.
What are you doing here? You aren't allowed here. You'll pay me for this. Otherwise, I'll call them.
Shit.
Huh?
Come and buy some apples.
Where's on the market? Come and take a look.
Someone's broken into my house.
Did you bring anything
I'm
back?
sure he wants to steal
Empty
something.
pocket. Ha! Now I've got you.
What's going on?
Now you'll see the crime.
Come on,
Mercy!
then.
I surrender!
Mercy.
Felt like doing a bit. For now, you'll.
Look,
What are you talking?
look, we're both...
Where are you going?
It's like this.
No.
They're wheel... well, at high... and all of that girl... Aye.
All right.
It's gospel.
See? It's all water under the bridge now.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing here again?
Get moving! I won't let you stay here even with a weapon. Clear off! Oh! Ah!
Pigs, have you? Bollocks.
What? What are you doing here?
What's
You
going?
aren't allowed here.
What are you do? Hey! Ah! Oh! 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 Oh!
I can't be a criminal. Alright folks, I'm going to wrap up this stream right here. Thank you ever so much to everyone who has tuned in, and thank you Real Devilly for your subscription, my first subscription on my first day and my first stream as a affiliated account. So thank you very much to everyone who tuned in. As always, if you're watching live now on Twitch, please follow, and if you want to, you can subscribe. You won't regret it. I hope my streams are as entertaining as I think they are, and that I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. That will really help me out. And as always, link is in channel if you wish to make a donation. Thank you very much, and I will see you soon with more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.